Hey guys, Aaron Biley here. You want to check out the digs that I'm in at the moment? Check out the ride. Not bad, hey? I think I'm going to buy one. I'm going to definitely buy one. So that's a Facebook Live for another time. I love the Mercedes Sprinter vans because you can stand up them. Plenty of height. So pimp it out, deck it out, limo style, and away we go. So today I want to talk to you guys about that gut feeling. Now you probably all experienced it where you try to make decisions and you're looking at something or someone, or you're not quite sure about something. You get this gut feeling about what you should do or what's happening, and you decide to go the other way, and then you look back a day later, a week later, a year later, and go, man, I knew that was the wrong decision. I knew I should have done the other thing because I had this gut feeling that was right and this was wrong. And so we've all experienced that gut feeling, and as we get older and we have more experiences, we get better at noticing it's there and listening to it, and it's just experience. So you can say to yourself, right, I've actually been in this situation before. Last time I went with this and this, it wasn't the right thing to do, and I've seen the same things happening again. My gut feeling tells me that looks sexy and that looks great, but my gut feeling tells me it's going to be around a year from now or 2 years from now, and it doesn't serve me to do it now whilst it looks sexy and looks great, because 2 years time I'm not going to be doing it. I'll be looking for something else to do. And so with that experience, you could recognize that your gut feeling says don't go that way, and you can make better decisions. And so we want to tap into that gut feeling because you'll never be wrong, and we want to be able to listen to that, and we get better at doing that as we get older and making those more mature decisions. So the way that you want to tap into that is you want to get yourself in the absolute best state of mind, the best condition that you can. And what I mean by that is physically, emotionally, you want to get into your absolutely best state. And we've read about this, and people have known about this gut feeling for centuries. You go and read the Bible, and people would fast for days and weeks and months, and they wouldn't eat, and they were praying to God to, with health situations for a family, praying for a whole city, a whole country, a whole nation, and they would fast because they wanted to humble themselves before God. They wanted to get in the best condition they could, so they could be closer to God, so He could hear their prayers louder and louder. And so they would fast. They don't want to go and eat a big meal and say, oh, look at me, gluttony, and then go and pray. So they would fast because they felt God would hear their prayers, and they'd get closer to God, and their prayers would be answered. And we do that today in a health sense. We go and do a 3-day water fast or a cleanse because we want to get rid of all those toxins in our body. So we want to get in the best possible state physically. We want to get rid of all those toxins, and we also want to feel good about ourselves. So you want to feel proud of yourself, doing good things. That's where you can really tap into that intuition or that gut feeling. Let me give you a perfect example. Let me prove it to you. How many of you guys have made wise decisions drunk? So we all make some pretty bad decisions. You don't want to get on Facebook or do a Facebook Live, if you're drunk. You're not making great decisions. It's very hard to stop and listen and tap into that intuition, into that gut feeling when you're drunk. It's not too good to do it when you're hungover either. You feel that feeling when you're hungover the next day. How many of you guys are thinking straight? You're not thinking too straight. You're not making great decisions. Probably shouldn't get in the car and drive the next day. So very hard to even think straight, let alone tap into that gut feeling. And when you don't feel good about yourself, when you're feeling down, unconfident, you've done something bad, again, you're not feeling motivated to get up and go and do things and be productive, and you're not making the right decisions. You've ever experienced getting up and talking in front of people and your mind just goes mentally blank. You're not in a state where you can think straight. You certainly can't tap into that gut feeling or that intuition. So that's why you hear people, and everyone knows about this. Everyone just talks about it a little bit differently. You'll hear people talk about meditation, going and just sitting down, closing your eyes, deep breathing, and just be by yourself. And so we want to get into that state, whether you call it meditation, whether you call it praying to God, whatever you call it, that's how you can really tap into that. So you want to get yourself in the best physical condition. Go and do a cleanse, go and do a fast, go and do something really good where you feel good about yourself, proud about yourself, and then just take a moment. If you are pondering something, perhaps you got a gut feeling something's not right with your kids, perhaps you got a gut feeling about a business decision that you're making, or maybe you've got 2 boyfriends or 2 girlfriends, you're trying to work out which one to go for. I hope that's not your situation, but you want to go with your gut feeling because it will be the right choice, and you want to be able to tap into that. And I know I've made decisions before based on brain or simple mathematic calculations or your flesh, whatever you want to call it, and that decision looked sexy, it looked great, I just got to have it now, I can make more money with that. But there's just something deep back here, gut feeling, that was saying, hold off, just don't make that decision yet, because I think there's something more to it. That might not be a good long-term decision, and you want to listen to that gut feeling. So you guys know what I'm talking about. You've all had that gut feeling before. So if you are trying to make a decision about something right now or into the future, or you think that something might be not quite with your kids, you got a gut feeling about it, you want to sit down and talk to them, whether it's buying a property, a relationship, maybe you got 2 different jobs that are in 2 different cities and you're trying to work out which job to go for. We've all got decisions to make, some less important, some more important, all in our lives. So if you guys can get yourself into that form, in the best physical and emotional state, believe in that gut feeling, take some time out to yourself, go out to nature, sit down, take some deep breaths, shut your eyes, and really just start to visualize every different opportunity, every different situation that you are contemplating, and just see what your gut feeling says about each situation. And sometimes you can come out of that and you've made the right decision straight away. Don't try and make decisions with your brain, with your flesh. It'll just be on the surface decision. You want to make a deeper decision for your long-term future happiness and success. So I hope that makes sense, guys. For me, I think we've all heard the gut feeling and been able to tap into it sometimes. For some of us, we don't necessarily do it all the time and make those decisions, but more and more and more, I'm doing deliberate, conscious actions to tap into that in order to make the right decisions, and it's very powerful, very, very powerful if you can master that. Imagine never being wrong. So guys, that is my life for today. I don't need to be drunk to make stupid decisions. No, that probably goes for most of us as well. No, I'm not in a boat. Check it out. I'm in a van. Here we go. So I'll do another Facebook Live when I buy my van. I did a bit of a video yesterday. Look, it makes sense, right? This is going off topic now, but where I live in Noosa, it takes an hour and a half, 2 hours to go from Noosa down to the airport to fly somewhere internationally. And it normally costs me about $500 a month. I normally get a transport company to take me down, bring me back. I might do that somewhere between 1 and 4 times a month. In March, I'm actually doing it at about 16 times. So I've got lots to do in March. And so it costs money. So I figure if I have my own limo or my own, limo van where I can actually stand up in, this one's pretty cool, then I don't have to spend $500, $200, $1,000 a month for that transportation. And when I'm not using it, I can have someone drive it and Uber it, or I have commercial, airplane pickup, airport trips back and forth, weddings, that sort of stuff. So commercialize out. So even if that breaks even, that means I still get free rides to the airport up and back, and I don't have to fight with Nicole over who's driving on date night. We can just go in our limo. So it makes perfect sense. Or at least I'm trying to justify it anyway, because I have a bit of a limo fetish. So stay tuned for that one, guys. We'll have to get you up to Noosa here, and we'll pick you up in our Sprinter pimped out van. So guys, I'm off topic because that's not talking about a gut feel. Maybe I need to tap into my gut feeling on whether that's a good idea or not, or maybe I'll just ignore that one. So have a great day, guys, and reach out if you've got any questions on that topic. Reach out if you've got any questions in general, and I'll catch up with you somewhere soon. Have a good day.